Okay, I'm about to put this baby in the oven. I cannot wait to try this. If this comes out good, which already, I mean, based on the filling, uncooked filling, I mean, it was delicious. So I think this just may be a staple every single year. Okay, good morning. It is around 9:47. And I just cut open this acorn squash. I've never made acorn squash before, but I'm just gonna roast it in the oven. Oh, and it's Thanksgiving Day, by the way. And I'm also gonna cut this open and roast it. And then I'm gonna get ready and look somewhat presentable, even though it's just Joey and me. I want it to feel like it's a holiday. So I'm actually gonna pop this in the microwave for about 30 seconds to a minute, just to get it softer to cut, because this is hard to slice through, especially if your knife set is just not the best quality. Like, I know my parents have this fancy schmancy knife set that could probably slice through this easily, but I don't know why Buddy's barking. Buddy! What's wrong? Eat your puppy pebbles. What's wrong with you? Okay, so I got dressed. It's almost noon. I just have this dress I bought. I think I bought it at Charlotte Russe a few years ago. Just put my hair up in a bun, did my brows, and hopefully it doesn't look patchy on camera because it didn't look patchy in the mirror, but I didn't feel like wearing makeup. I'm just gonna sweat it off during cooking. Like, who do I have? I just don't feel like wearing makeup today. So I just have, I guess, a limited amount on. I still do have some on. I just have a lip stain and a cheek stain. It's this Staniac. Okay, it's by the brand The Balm. I didn't know that, actually. A Staniac. I don't know how many colors they have it in, but maybe just one. I doubt they just have one because this wouldn't look good on everyone. But this reddish color I have just to give myself a little bit of color and so I don't look like a dead zombie. And yeah, the squash is done. I don't know what I'm going to start on next. This is the butternut and acorn squash. I think I'm just going to mash it up. I didn't want to chop it into cubes because when it was not cooked, it was just way too hard to chop up. I had a hard enough time chopping it up in half. I just didn't want to deal with that. So I think I'm just going to mash it up. I don't know if Joey wants me to mix it with the potatoes. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure. So since the Campbell's cream of mushroom soup for the casserole isn't vegan, this is Joey's with the Campbell's cream of mushroom. But I want some of my own, so since it isn't vegan, I'm trying to make something that, I mean, it's not going to taste similar, but I think the texture is going to be similar. I'm using almond milk, this Kentucky kernel seasoning, and some vegan butter. And I'm gonna saute some mushrooms and put it in there too, and do the whole thing with the onions, the French's crispy onions, like inside it and on top, and that should give me like a similar texture. And yeah, I'm just wondering, since I'm baking this in the oven with the green beans, I don't think I'm gonna wait for it to thicken anymore. Like, the flour mixture is mixed in, and I think I'm just gonna stop there because it's probably gonna thicken in the oven, no? So I don't want it to be like completely solid, you know, I want it to still be a little bit, I guess, soupy. So yeah, we'll see how it comes out. I probably should have practiced this beforehand on a separate occasion, but I mean, I'm not too picky, so even if it does come out too runny, it won't be a big deal. Okay, everything's almost ready to go into the oven. I'm just gonna start on Joey's chicken, and the good news about all of this is that it can all go in the oven at 350 degrees for about the same amount of time. I think the casserole is 25 minutes, and the two stuffings, this is the cornbread, and this is the just regular white bread. These go in for 30 minutes. So that's really convenient when everything just comes out at the same time. As far as the mash goes, it's already done. I just, you know, it's cold by now. I just want to heat it up and maybe crisp or brown up the top, and yeah, the same with that. And if you guys are curious, I don't know if I told you already, but today's been kind of hectic. The butter I was using is the Earth Balance vegan butter, and I used vegetable stock instead of chicken stock for both stuffings, and it's freaking delicious. I always sample before I put in the oven and it's so good. Even the cornbread wasn't bad, honestly. I mean, I prefer the texture and the taste a little bit of this, but the cornbread tastes fine. What I like about it, it's not too sweet. Sometimes cornbread is just like sickeningly sweet and I'm just not having it, but this is actually really good. So yeah, cannot wait to eat. This is my delicious vegan green bean casserole.